Okay, welcome. Thanks for joining us once again. This, of course, is Jordan, and I'm McKay. And we have a brand new topic for y'all today. What do we have on the docket today, Jordan?
We are going to look at some Mormon propaganda.
What? What are they called?
Mormon ads?
What? Wait a second here. That looks like a victory for Satan on the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.org. Okay. Yes, we are going to be talking about Mormon ads. I'm surprised they're still called that, even when the I'm a Mormon campaign has been scrubbed of the word Mormon. They allow this to be on their website. So, yes. What
Mormon
are
ads.
Mormon ads, you might ask?
So you talk about where you saw them, and then I'll talk about where I saw them.
Okay, so Mormon ads have been, it's kind of, I mean, it's an ad. They started doing them in the 1970s when the Improvement Era, a periodical publication of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, changed its name and rebranded to the New Era. They started doing these Mormon ads kind of as like a whole page.
It looks like a poster.
Yeah, it's like a poster. A lot of people I know, and even as
posters.
Missionaries, we would have them on our walls. Basically, they're kind of like in the same vein as motivational posters, where they have like a one line kind of, even like a one word phrase, and then like a little tidbit and an image that accompanies them.
They're really obnoxious and stupid.
So where did you first see them?
I first saw them in the magazines, yeah.
In the magazines?
Yeah.
I remember going to a church dance at one time, and there were like little games that you could play and prizes that you could win. And the Mormon ads were prizes.
Oh
So,
my gosh. Yeah, I saw them in
Merry Christmas.
I saw them in the magazine, and then I also saw them, our young women leaders would put them up like on the bulletin boards.
Yeah, it's really easy ones. I've picked out a little selection here of Mormon ads that we're going to kind of react to.
I haven't seen them.
Jordan hasn't seen them yet, so it should be fun. I'm going to go out there on record and say Mormon ads are definitely propaganda for youth, because some of these are pretty cringy, and they don't really leave much up to the imagination.
Well, I don't know if they're like trying to be hip. I don't know if that's like the point in it, because they're like trying to be like, huh, with like a phrase that you're like, oh my gosh. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
It just doesn't work.
Some of them are pretty cringy. Anyhow, I'm going to throw these up on the screen. Okay, here's the first one. Hopefully it's got enough JPEG there. It says, "Are you a missing person?" Then the subtext says, "Is your family always praying for you but seldom with you? Make time for eternal things." And then it's got a picture of a family with a person totally cut out in blank. So, Jordan, how does this one make you feel?
This is just dumb. Like, it's shame-based. It's like meant to, I don't know, make you feel terrible about yourself. I don't know. I just am bewildered at this one. I've never seen this one before.
My initial reaction, I just kind of looked at a LDS.org compilation of these, and my initial reaction was like, why would they not just pick a different time to pray?
That's my thought. Or like, oh no, this person is
Are
like
they
being
really
rebellious, so they don't want to pray.
Oh, maybe.
Mind you, this was September 2002.
This is left up to a lot of speculation here. So they could either be really dumb, or this person is just
I'm also really loving the
rebellious
outfits in this.
This is very 2002.
Yes.
Honestly, those sneakers are fire.
Honestly.
Excellent choice for that kid. That green polo, very basic, but his son, he's setting the example for his son. So that is like a really Mormon household too. I feel like
white people.
Although the art choice is very secular and Gentile, so
non-temple. So that's
not a temple. Yeah. So how would you? Let's rate these 1 to 10 scale.
1 to 10 is too much. Let's do 1 to 5.
Let's do a 1 to 5. Okay.
I
How would
can't
you like to
decide
rate
that
this?
many things. I would give this like a 2 out of 5. Well, like it depends on how we're rating it. Are we rating it for being terrible?
Sure, however
Like
you want
1
to do
is
it.
as terrible as it gets and 5 is as good as it gets? Or
Yeah,
what?
sure.
Like a 2.
2 rebellious teenagers out of 5. Okay.
Yeah.
Next one. Trash talk. This one did not have very much JPEG, but it looks like it comes from the November 2000 issue of the New Era. The subtext says, "What you say to others says a lot about you. See Matthew 12:34 through 37.
Okay. What is the blue thing? Is that like supposed to be a trash bag?
It looks like a latex glove, a used latex glove.
Well, and they like, I don't understand
Could
what
be a
like the
trash bag.
bottom piece is because is it like his jaw is supposed to be
A trash can.
Okay.
So this obviously is
Just looks so dumb.
Somebody in the church media department had just discovered Photoshop.
Yeah.
And they were like, yo, okay, I got an idea for you right here.
One the white shirt. Mind
Oh,
you,
the white shirt
the white
under there.
shirt's
I was
poking out.
that was me as a kid for a while. Also the little flies.
The flies. Yeah.
Excellent touch. I was just, it was pretty applicable today because somebody commented on how we're so rude to the Mormons and we just want to talk trash. But honestly, I don't feel bad about talking trash about our former religion, especially because there's scripture in 1 Nephi 13 describes every single other religion upon the face of the earth as great and abominable church that opposes the church of the Lamb of God. So honestly,
I mean, that says it all right there.
that says it all. I really
What else
don't
do you
feel
need
bad.
to
Yeah,
know?
so if you're feeling bad that we're critiquing and are very harsh on your church and you're Mormon, honestly, just kind of look inward and think about what the Book of Mormon says about other religions and what you believe about other religions. So that's my challenge to you today. Thank you. What are we going to rate this one? I'm going to rate this one, plus points for the flies and the Photoshop effort. I'm going to give this a 3 dirty banana peels out of 5.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay,
Oh, dear.
Little Vices. This one comes from February 92.
Oh, throwing it way back.
Extra strong. I feel like this is kind of a beyond, like, ahead of its time.
That's what I'm thinking.
This looks better than the one that came
2000s.
8 years later, honestly.
Why are the 90s ones better than the 2000s ones?
Were they just pouring more into the budget at this point?
I don't know. Maybe.
Okay, so Little Vices can put you in a big squeeze.
Gossip.
The subtext reads gossip, bad temper, swearing. Name your favorite. They all stunt spiritual growth. Okay. What are our feelings about this one?
I mean, honestly, the idea isn't terrible. Like, I do want to like give respect for the idea because like that's a little creative.
Yeah.
The message, however,
It's really nitpicky. Gossip,
bad temper.
Okay, the first two I've definitely seen in plenty of Mormons.
The church runs on gossip. I don't even.
And bad temper, are you kidding me?
Swearing.
Yeah. Have you met a boomer stake president? They're mean.
They all stunt spiritual growth. I think you should be more concerned, like if you're talking about religion, maybe you should be more concerned about your relationship with Jesus or your higher power,
Right?
than, gossiping
Yeah.
or having a bad temper or swearing.
I think it's also very pertinent to point out that pornography is not on this. And I think it's because it was in 1992 and the majority of people were not online yet. And I don't know how easily accessible the perns
Porn.
was at the time. So this was like really heavy anti-pornography message. So that would, if this were a February 2012, definitely would be on the list for that one. So overall opinion. What are we feeling on this
I'll
one?
say a 3.
a 3 struggling tiny men out of 5.
Yeah.
This one's
That's
got
fair.
This one's got the legs.
This
that's
one
for
was
sure.
okay.
This one was okay. Oh yeah. Okay, so this one comes from, I can't really tell. It looks like January 2006 or 2004.
Yeah, 2006 or 2004.
Not enough JPEGs. Sorry, this was all that was available for this one. Are your standards shrinking? The subtext reads, if it's too tight, too short, or too revealing, it doesn't fit church standards. Don't stretch your standards to fit the world's. See For the Strength of Youth, pages 14 through 16. Thoughts?
I remember this ad because this one I feel like was one of the popular ones that circulated around a lot, especially when I was in like Young Women's. I also love the like plush purple carpet that's happening here. That's really special.
Oh, the purple shag.
Yeah, purple shag. I like how they like basically picked out like a baby shirt for this. Like
That does not fit a human being.
there is
I
no
guarantee
way a young adult has ever worn something that small. Like I don't even like if they wear tight clothes, they don't look like that. Like if they're wearing crop tops and shit, they don't look like that. Like you couldn't fit one boob in that thing. Like that would be like I don't care how small your boobs are.
I
Like
how
that wouldn't work.
that's the unit of measure.
I mean, like look at it compared to the pants, but
Those are like real human pants, and this is like a non-human Chihuahua shirt.
I don't know.
It's bad.
But yeah, this is like a notorious Mormon modesty culture of not too tight, not too short, nothing
Lest
backless.
you become pornography.
In the words of Dallin H. Oaks, yes. So this is kind of, I mean, they perpetuated modesty culture like real quick out of the gate.
Honestly.
Like they had these same standards in the 60s at least. And so these are not new, but they just adapt to fit the times.
Yeah. Church is always adapting, which is interesting for doctrine that never changes. Anyhow, so
I give this one
Goofy
one
shirt.
boob out of 5.
1 boob out of 5. Honestly, bad. Color choices, terrible. Nobody would wear a shirt that ugly yellow color.
It's just kind of ugly.
And the blue background. Why?
Got so
Why is
many
it so ugly?
colors going on here.
Just a lot going on here. Don't like it. Okay, here we go. This is the classic one that I would have in some of my apartments when I was a missionary. Put it on. The subtext reads, the enemy's aiming at you. Protect yourself. See Ephesians 6:11 through 18. This comes from the June 2003 New Era.
They make a big deal out of
Put on the whole armor of
rhetoric.
God.
Yes.
Yeah. So
my mom had a picture that she bought, I think from Deseret Book. You've seen it, right?
maybe. Which one?
It's the girl in the full suited armor that she had in my room, and I absolutely hated
Like
it because I
Joan
thought it was
of
so
Arc?
stupid. Yeah.
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 That's goofy. There's a lot of iterations of this, and it's always, especially like for missionaries and people preparing to go on missions and things like that. So, and it's kind of reiterated throughout all of your youth that you should put on the whole armor of God to defend yourself from the adversary's
Satan.
fiery darts.
Again, we're very adversary based. We're
Yeah.
Satan based. We're focused on Satan's attacks.
The
He's
adversary.
coming for you.
Yeah, so watch out. Satan is coming for
Fear-based.
you. You know what? And this is just my opinion on this one. This one could be very well reworked if they just put like a little condom in the wrapper, put it on, and then the subtext reads, protect yourself from unwanted pregnancy and STDs. Honestly, I would
be
love
solid.
to see that. Like sex positive new era Mormon ads.
I am kind of surprised they
That would
used
be
a
amazing.
pink background for presumably a boy's closet.
That's true. Also, this is a joke. What kind of teenage boy hangs their shit up at all? This definitely
It's in a
does
gross
not.
pile on the
It's in a
floor.
gross pile on the floor, And after it's been on the floor for a week and a half and his mom has tripped over it, it's definitely gotten stuffed into the drawer. So no suit of armor would be just chilling on the hanger like that. So I give this one, for its potential, 4 white knights in shining armor out of 5. So not bad. That's just because of the potential. That's not really because of the content. Okay, here we go.
Dear.
Super. Choose to be a hero. Follow the prophet. Prepare to serve a mission. The issue number is very, very tiny in this one. I can't read it all.
It's 2000 something.
So yeah,
I love how it's Elder Kent.
Elder Kent, like Clark Kent. Honestly, they should have gotten sued by DC Comics for that one.
Colonialism makes you a hero.
Yeah, imperialism is awesome. We love that for me.
Also, I like how the shirt is not like a Superman shirt. It's a CTR shirt, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, no, you're 100% correct on that one.
Yeah.
I've seen those before.
Okay. Yeah. If you don't know, CTR is a Mormon slogan that stands for choose the right. So this is not even like a Superman thing.
Yeah.
This is more church crap.
And they put it on rings. So you'd have your little ring with a shield that says CTR on it. They give them to all the primary children. It's kind of the same idea as like, what would Jesus do? Mm-hmm. Like a little reminder signet.
When did you get wear your CTR ring? When did and then kids wear it all the time? And yeah.
So
more indoctrination, yay!
We got the CTR shirt that's made to look like the Superman.
That definitely does not look like the hands of a young man either. Let me just say,
he's in the field, the missionary field. The field is white and ready to harvest. Obviously, he's gonna plunge his sickle into the wheat and harvest.
And can we
all
talk
of
about
the souls.
tie?
The tie is so terrible. That makes me think that maybe it's the 90s because it's bad.
Ugh.
I would also like to. This is really important for the church because they need people to go out on missions because it solidifies kids' position in the church. It's not so much for the converts because convert baptisms may be high, but the retention of converts is absolutely abysmal compared to somebody who was born in the church. So this is really, they drive this message into the heads of youths. Obviously, this is in the new era. This is for kids. This is
marketed to kids.
Young, impressionable kids that they should be going on a mission because they're going to be a hero. Which, I mean, a lot of people think it's an admirable cause. I'm really grateful for my mission.
Might be a bit much.
Hero is definitely a bit much.
Because what they're doing is not heroic.
Not heroic in any way. Not at all. And honestly, when you're going to a foreign country and you're sitting in a basically hut with a dirt floor and their kids have no shoes and barely any clothes, and you're telling them that they need to pay their tithing before they even think about paying for food. Nothing very awesome about that, in my opinion. So this one I'm going to give a 0 ugly ties out of 5.
Real talk.
Do not like this one. This is my own opinion. Okay. This next one will unsettle Jordan because she does not like bugs at all. So
this is a warning to all of you who do not like looking at roaches.
Yeah, here's your warning if you don't like cockroaches. So Jordan's going to close her eyes real quick, and I'm just going to read the text, and then I'm going to swipe on back. So
I want to see it.
Oh, you want to see it?
I think I've seen this one.
Okay.
Yeah,
it's gross.
Yeah.
Okay. It's great, except for, and then the subtext reads, except for the bad parts. What kinds of movies and music are you feeding your mind? See Article of Faith 13.
See, this was like cream of the crop Mormon analogy was this thing that you see right here. Like, dog poop in brownies, would you still eat it? Cockroach
Even
in
if
ice
there was
cream.
just a little bit of dog poop.
Even if there was just a little cockroach in it, would you still eat it? Like this whole idea that once you have one, like the whole thing is tainted if you listen to, like your whole brain's tainted if you listen to a swear word.
Yeah. Like the whole song is tainted if it says shit or ass in just one little bit. I just tainted this whole YouTube video because of what I just said. So, this is, and this kind of rhetoric kind of applies, and it goes further to more than just media. I see people use this analogy a lot for people who have committed sins of a sexual nature, essentially tainting themselves for their future spouse. So this kind of ideology is really harming, and not just in the sense of movies and music and things like that.
They apply this to a lot of things. So like there's a lot of opportunities for them to use this type of metaphor, basically, and they use every opportunity. They do not spare anyone
expense
of this nonsense. Like we've talked about this with people all over the United States. This is not like a common thing to just one ward or one area.
This is like church culture, basically. So here's the official church publication just perpetuating that culture. So you can't say that church doesn't influence the culture. What are we going to give this one?
It gets like a negative for me because of a roach. That's disgusting.
Also, the ice cream looks nasty. Let's be real. That does not look like real
Plus the
ice
color
cream.
scheme we got going on here with the letters. What is happening?
It's gross. Anyhow, just looking, you can see the outline of a crocodile or an alligator. I don't know enough about either to say which one it is. This one, it looks like it comes from February 2004 at the bottom there. Can't tell. Subtext reads, Pornography Bites every time. See Moroni 1030.
You're going to hell if you watch porn.
Yeah. You're literally going to get snatched up and fucking death rolled.
That's literally how they explain it to the youth in such an extreme
like
way.
You will lose your soul.
And like it is like, brain damaging.
Yeah.
And which I'm all for teaching kids.
Yeah. It's
evidence-based practice and
not
science,
necessarily
but that's
healthy.
not true.
But again, this isn't a publication that's for young, impressionable teens.
And we're overgeneralizing quite a bit.
Overgeneralizing. And also, this is another problem that the church does, is they attack the problem at the branch, not at the root. So they're like, oh my gosh, people are like experiencing pornography and they're having these like problems later on in life with their spouses and whatnot because they're addicted to pornography or whatever.
Porn addiction is not a thing.
So,
it's not in the DSM, and it's usually as a result of something else like depression or anxiety or obsessive compulsive behaviors. So let's not like terrify kids into thinking that this is something that's going to like destroy them.
So let's, as a state of Utah, declare a public health crisis because we consume so much pornography in this state.
That really happened.
Instead of just, I don't know, maybe laxing up on the toxic purity standards that the church holds youths to.
Maybe we re-examine, one, the shame-based culture, the purity culture, like you just said, or two, we examine why this community and this state is so sexually repressed.
Kind of go hand in hand, yeah. So, but I always love using that one. So yeah, if they tack hard in pornography every single general conference, it's tiresome. You people are overlooking the problem and just looking at the fruit of the problem.
Let's not tell teenagers who look at it no matter what anybody says, who come across it at least one point in their adolescence, women, boys, all of them, okay? Let's not tell them that they're going to be dragged down to hell with Satan because they looked at porn. Like, really? Let's not.
Because it just perpetuates this cycle of shame and dishonesty. Because what teenager is going to be honest and look their bishop in the eye and be like, yeah, I was, playing 5-knuckle shuffle. Nobody, that's not his business.
That's not something you need to confess to a bishop.
You don't need to talk to your bishop.
But the church, the Mormon church, says that is a sexual sin, therefore it needs to be confessed to a bishop every time.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of people who see their bishops consistently because of this porn problem.
So, ridiculous. Let kids, they're raging with hormones, let them have
if they're doing that
outlet
instead of getting pregnant, and there's obviously some conversation around
healthy sexual expectations.
Yes, and that generally porn is not accurate to life, and that there are some things on there that are not generally acceptable in a regular relationship. So if we're having conversations about informed consent and healthy sexual practices and behaviors and those types of things, then I think porn can be lumped in with that category how you see fit. But let's not tell the kids they're going to hell because they watched it.
Yeah. Just ridiculous, honestly. So I'm going to give this one cool image, dumb message. Just dumb message. So we'll give it a 1 scraggly alligator tooth out of 5.
Okay, so this one was just a quick one. We just found some random ones that we wanted to look at. But if this was interesting to you guys, we can definitely find more because there's a
wealth of that. I think every single issue had a Mormon ad, if not at least every 6 months.
There is a lot
since the 70s. So
there's quite a bit to choose from. So we could do multiple videos of just looking at Mormon ads. We just wanted to do a quick little thing, the
little critique,
pump up your week, give you some comedic relief. You're not part of a cult, thumbs up for you.
Woo!
If you don't follow us on our social media, we are on Instagram and we post there. I post on there every single day, and I post some pretty cool shit on there. So if you're not following us, go follow us on Instagram.
Check it out.
We also post on TikTok every day, and we have a pretty large following on TikTok. So go follow our TikTok, our Instagram, and then, of course, subscribe to our YouTube.
If you're not subscribed, you're missing out on very little. But to come, there's going to be some great content that we're going to be putting out. So, and we have some collaborations in the works. We already finished an interview with a very special TikToker that should be coming out
TikToker
this week. We'll have to do a 2-parter because it's a long beast. But thank you for being with us for this journey. And we'll see you next time.